Topic 9. One thing at a time makes one a Superman. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshahuvannmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dear friends, if we all observe our life, we see that our minds are filled with too many thoughts flowing at the same time. Just like you see, the sunlight is diffused and coming in varieties of rays. But if you even put a paper on the top of your roof of your house, the sun cannot do anything to the paper. At the most, it can make the paper dim. On the other hand, you take a magnifying glass, collect all the diffused rays of the sun, and focus it at one point on a paper or a cotton. It will start burning immediately. You will see smoke coming out. Why is it so? Because you took the diffused rays and focused them all at one focal point. You see, this is the power of focusing or concentration. All of your students, I am sure you would like to have good concentration in your classes. And who is very famous for concentration? Arjuna. Amongst all the students of Dronacharya, Arjuna was one of the most smartest students. One day, Dronacharya called all his students and asked them, he asked the different Kauravas, he also asked the different Pandavas, what do you see? Some of them said, I see a tree. Some of them said, I see some branches. And some of them said, I see a wooden bird kept on the top of the tree. In this way, different people said different things. And Dronacharya asked Arjuna, Arjuna, what do you see? He said, sir, you told us to focus on the eye of the wooden bird. All I see is only the eye. And the teacher asked, what else do you see? He said, do you see the tree? He said, no. Do you see the branches? He said, no. Do you see the bird? He said, no. What else do you see? All I see is only the eye of the bird. And Dronacharya teacher was so happy. He said, shoot it now. Arjuna shot. Next moment, the wooden bird toppled and fell on the ground exactly with the arrow stuck to its eye. And the teacher patted Arjuna and said, congratulations, Arjuna. Amongst all of my students, your concentration is the best, he said. And how did Arjuna achieve such a concentration? Because he used to do one thing at a time. He was very intelligent. You see, one time Dronacharya wanted to teach Ashwatthama some special archery techniques. He sent all his other students, you go to the river, take a pot and bring water filled in it and come back to me, the teacher said. But he had made a small hole in each of the pots. So when all the students went to the river side to bring water, they saw that by the time they came back, the water was going down in level. Again they would go and fetch more. But in the meantime, Arjuna never went to the river side at all. He kept a pot and he pierced an arrow on the ground, and then it was constantly filling up the pot while it was also leaking at the bottom, but the level remained the same. Dronacharya became so happy. He embraced Arjuna and said, Arjuna, you are so intelligent. Whatever I teach my son, I will teach you the same also. He said. In the same manner, Arjuna won the heart of his teacher by his great concentration. Now friends, let us learn how we can achieve this type of one-pointed concentration in our studies, in our life. Whenever somebody tells us something, we hear it once, and then they ask, did you understand what I said? We ask, eh? We ask, eh? They say, eh? Just now I told you 2 times, what were you doing? That is because our mind wanders elsewhere. We may be sitting in a class and attending a lecture, but outside someone else is playing cricket, which we may watch through the window. As soon as we turn our attention to cricket, we cannot pay attention to the class. In this way we get distracted. While attending class, we are thinking of playing. While playing, we are thinking that we didn't attend the class well. In this way, when we open our books, say somebody is studying for GRE TOEFL, when you open the book, immediately one sees a plane flying in the book. I will go to America, I will do this, I will do that. One gets into a dream world instead of studying the book properly. And oftentimes, our dreams of the future interfere with our current performance in our studies well. So, what is the meaning of doing one thing at a time? Sleep while you sleep. Eat while you eat. Play while you play. Study while you study. Do one thing at a time. How do we do that? We should withdraw our thoughts from all the various things and hold it and focus it at one point. And what is that one point? And that one point is one-pointed attention, ekagrita chitta, is achieved by chanting Hare Krishna. When you are chanting Hare Krishna, by withdrawing the mind which is running here and there, and ask him to focus it, ask the mind to focus it on the hearing of the sound vibration. And by doing that, we gradually learn the art of concentration, and we also develop willpower. When that willpower comes, how does the willpower develop? Just like a bodybuilder, he builds his muscles by lifting weights. Similarly, initially chanting one mala may be difficult, but if you do 2 malas, 4 malas of chanting Hare Krishna, gradually your ability to chant more rounds increases, and by such chanting patiently and hearing the sound vibration, the mind gradually becomes calm, cool, collected, and is able to pay attention to one thing at a time. In this way, you will develop maturity, you will develop concentration, you will develop one-pointedness. Then you will become like a Superman. Just like Archimedes said, give me a fulcrum, give me a rod that is long enough and a place to stand, I will even tilt the earth and show you, he said. And what is that lever? That lever is the willpower. And we develop that willpower by developing one-pointed attention. That's what the yogis do. The yogis sit in Padmasana and trying to pay attention to one point by focusing in between the 2 eyebrows, and gradually they come to the point of meditating on the Lord in the heart. They gradually achieve that. In the same manner, we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And by hearing it repeatedly, and as the mind goes, pull it back. And again hearing it. Definitely we will develop a great concentration. And that concentration and willpower will help us to successfully accomplish all our goals in life, what we are desiring. But we should be patient in chanting Hare Krishna every day with a regular endeavor for attaining concentration. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.